Hey guys, Nick Biddle here. Hope you're doing well. This month we're starting a new series, and I was going to go a different direction, but I had some feedback from a few of you last month that you wanted to continue with this leadership disciplines, things that great leaders do. And so today, what I want to talk about is great leaders. Man, they do the hard things. They do the hard things, even when they don't want to do them. They do the hard things. And I got a quick little story for you. This weekend, 2 nights ago, I opened the garage door. I was home in Corn, Oklahoma. And one of the nice things about living in a small town is we're kind of away from the hustle and bustle of the big city. The bad thing about living in a small town is every once in a while, a critter will find its way onto your property. Well, I opened the garage door from inside the house, and I looked, and I saw a skunk in our garage. And what had happened is this skunk had made a home in our garage over the last several nights. Now, we could smell something in the garage, but we just thought maybe he was coming in there and during the day and then leaving. But what had happened is he had made a home behind the freezer. And so last night I figured this out, and now I got a skunk living in the garage, and I got to get it out. And so I set a live trap. I had a cage, and I put some cat food in it. And this morning when I woke up, the skunk was in the cage. Now the problem is I got to get on an airplane in about 3 hours. And now I've got this skunk in a cage in my garage. Now what am I supposed to do with this? Worst thing that could happen to me is I get sprayed and then get on an airplane with a whole bunch of unsuspecting people. I had read that if you take a blanket and lay it over the cage, as long as you don't get sprayed while you're laying the blanket on the cage, that skunk probably won't spray you after the blanket's on the cage. And you can pick the cage up and you can take it off. And so I got Cruz up. I said, Cruz, we got to figure this out. And so that's what I did. I went and I grabbed a blanket, and I very carefully walked to the skunk, and I laid that blanket on the cage. And then I picked up the cage and I carried this live skunk to my pickup, and we took the skunk out into a field, unloaded it, and we took care of it. And I'll let you use your imagination as to what that looked like. But for me, that was a hard thing. Now, it wasn't difficult, but it was hard because I didn't want to do this. That was something I would have rather procrastinated. Why don't we just do it in 2 days from now? But the problem in my situation is I'm getting on an airplane. I'm headed to Oregon for the next week. So I had to do it now. There's things in your life as a leader that you can't delay. You have to do them now. Whether it's a tough conversation with an employee, maybe it's a tough conversation with a boss or a general contractor. There are things as leaders we have to do, hard things, things that are uncomfortable. I want to challenge you. Get good at doing the hard things. A lot of those hard things aren't going to go away if we wait another week or we wait another day. A lot of those hard things we got to do right away. So just like me, placing that blanket over that live skunk and having to carry that skunk off right before I get on an airplane, there are things in your life that are hard as a leader that you've got to do, and I want to challenge you to do those. Guys, that's it for this week's Drip. Until next time, take care.